If you need some encouragement today, I'm here for you and I'm glad you're here. Never forget that you matter and you're important to someone. Let's talk about practice. Some people hate it, some people love it, but everybody needs it. You never get better without practicing. Don't get me wrong, as much as I love superhero origin stories, nobody wakes up one day and is automatically great. Even if we're born with an aptitude for something, you don't get consistently good without practicing over and over. Let me tell you about my journey to black belt. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to earn a black belt in martial arts. In our American Kenpo system, if you're consistent with your training, it'll take you about 5 years to attain a first-degree black belt. For me, it took 28 years. I had to stop training multiple times. First, school got in the way. Then employment issues came up. And then I moved and constantly had to find new places to train. It was extra difficult because people would hear the word disability or see my wheelchair and get scared. They were worried about getting sued if they had me in class. There were some instructors who just said no. For 28 years, I carried this fear. The fear that the one thing I'd wanted since I was a child, the one thing that I stayed consistent with despite everything would never happen for me. But 9 years ago, I found my sensei, found someone who believed in me and was willing to train me, and I kept working. There's one form in our system that took me forever to learn, and you have to know it for first degree brown belt. If you had $1 for every time I messed up, you'd be a billionaire. But I kept showing up and I kept practicing. I kept trying. Here's what I learned myself. Frustration is going to happen while you're working on your dreams, but you can't let it stop you because it hasn't happened yet. Whatever you want to do, sports, music, arts, school, a career, it doesn't matter. You gotta keep pushing forward. I had to ignore that voice in my head that kept telling me things should be happening faster. I had to shut out the thoughts that was telling me I wasn't good enough. I had to keep working, repetition by repetition, technique by technique, class by class. Some of us are faster, stronger, or have the ability to learn quicker. These people are called talented. But here's the truth. Natural talent doesn't do much for you. Repetition and hard work are the real answer. Having talent will get you a few steps ahead, but hard work carries you to your goals. Even the people who are the best at something don't just get there automatically. They had to put in the work. Don't bother worrying about whether you're talented. If you have something that brings you joy and peace, and you want to be great at it, practice, and practice some more. Eventually, you'll see improvement. You'll be stronger. You'll understand more. The thing you're passionate about will be easier. You'll start by being able to do your favorite thing without thinking. When you practice enough times, you'll notice ways to get better because it's second nature and you'll be enjoying your journey. Have you ever had a goal that never leaves you? Whether you're awake or asleep, it's always there. If it's something that you really want, you must put in the work. Dreams might start in your sleep or in your head when you're supposed to be concentrating on something else, but they don't magically materialize in front of us. They say anything that's worth having is worth working for, and it's true. If you don't put in the work, I guarantee you someone else will. Don't give someone that you'll probably never meet the chance to live your dream or achieve your goal. It can get immensely frustrating when things aren't happening on the timeline you think it should or one you set for yourself. But as long as you show up and keep trying, it will happen when it's supposed to happen. Not when you demand it, not when you think it should, when it's supposed to. Today, I'm a second-degree black belt, not because I was the most talented person in my school, not because it came easy, but because I didn't give up. My favorite saying about a black belt is this: what is a black belt? The answer is just a white belt who didn't quit. Don't just close your eyes and see the dream. Open your eyes and practice towards it. Show up, do the work, enjoy the journey. That's how I went from a child with a dream to a second-degree black belt. And that's how you'll reach your dreams too. Whatever your dream is, the reality is better than how great it is in your head. And guess what else? It's out there waiting for you right now. Go get it. And don't forget, focus on the positive stuff. We'll catch you on the next one.